Hi everybody, hope you're all well, staying safe. We're going to start a Scratch project today. We would have started this in school anyway, but we would have used software that we downloaded in school. However, they have an online version, so we're going to do it like that. If the lockdown ends and we can go back to school halfway through the project, we will pick it up from there, and we'll be able to continue using the accounts that you're creating today. So it's absolutely fine. Alright, so the first thing that you need to do is you need to come to Scratch. Okay, so it's scratch.mit.edu. Okay, so the URL is at the top here, so please go to scratch.mit. Okay, once you are here, you're going to need to create yourself a new account so that we can pick up next week, where you've left off on your project today, and we can save everything that you've done. Okay, like I said, when we get back to school, you'll be able to log into your accounts and show me your projects, which will be absolutely fantastic. Right, so make yourself a new account as the first step, please. So just pause this video, and when you're ready to move on, if you just unpause it, and you can watch what we need to do next. Okay, so once you've got your account created, I would like you first of all to go to My Stuff, which is a little folder button here. Okay, so we're going to go to My Stuff. You'll have nothing in My Stuff as of yet because you've not yet started a project. So just click onto New Project, and that's fantastic. Okay, it sometimes does take a little while to load, but it should look something like is on my screen now, creating project, then creating sounds, and then we should be on. So Scratch is a programming software, piece of coding software, but instead of written code, it's textual, it's visual, so we're able to pull in the different blocks in order to tell the game or the program what you want to create. Okay, so don't worry too much about it as of yet. We'll build up your knowledge and your skills as we go along. Okay, for today though, we're just doing the initial setup. Okay, so we're going to be creating a multiplayer racing game. Alright, so to start off with, give your game a name. Okay, so I'm just going to call mine Racing Game, because I'm very original like that. Okay, so once we've done that, we're going to be looking at what we call the sprites. Now the sprites are basically the characters. Okay, so within our game, we're going to need racing cars rather than this cat here. This cat is synonymous with Scratch. It's their mascot, if you like. Okay, but we're not going to be using that. So the first thing I would like you to do is down here in the sprite control panel is delete, sprite 1, which is that cat. So just click on the little dustbin icon next to him. Okay, and we're going to have to create a racing car. So right down at the bottom, you'll see a choose sprite button. So we're not going to choose the sprite, but we're going to be really creative and make our own. So select the paintbrush, and that should then bring up this editor for you here. Okay, so I'm going to start off by creating my car. So one of my cars is going to be blue and the other one is going to be red. So first of all, I'm going to select fill, and I'm going to choose blue. Okay, so just select my blue colour and click off it. Now the first thing I want to do is put on a rectangle. So select the rectangle tool and draw out a rectangle on the editor. Okay, this is the main body of my car. Now I need to change the colour now to black. So click to deselect. You'll see all the little handles go off your rectangle. Okay, change the colour to black, like so. Okay, make sure you're still on the rectangle and just draw 4 little rectangles, which are supposed to be our wheels. I know it looks really odd, but it will look like a car in a minute, I promise. Okay, for those of you who are a little bit more observant, you'll have noticed at this point that it is like a bird's eye view of the car. Okay, so 4 wheels like that. I'm not great at this, I don't pretend to be. You lot are probably much better, which is fab. Okay, so just deselect that again. Okay, now this time I'm going to go and change my colour to a bit of a lighter shade of blue. It's entirely up to you what colour you go for, though it doesn't really matter, at this point. So I've got a lighter shade of blue, so I'm going to put on a spoiler onto my car and a front bumper over the wheels like that. Okay, now I need a driver, so I need to choose the oval or the circle tool, and I'm going to change the colour again to whatever I want my driver's helmet to be. Okay, so this is my driver's helmet. He's going to have a pink helmet, why not? Okay, so I'm just going to draw that on here. That's my driver. Oops, quite in the middle, so I'm just going to move him. And last thing I want to do is I'm going to put a number on the front. So I'm just going to select white, first of all. Oops. Just draw a circle on the front. And then I'm going to get my brush, change the colour to black again, or any colour as long as you can see it's not white, which is fantastic. And I'm just going to hand draw my number on the front. So there's my blue car. Now, you'll then down here in the editor box, the sprite selection box, okay, we've got the name of the sprite. Now, it's currently defaulted to sprite 1. That's going to be confusing when I'm trying to do my coding later on. So I'm just going to change that to blue car. Okay, so I've got my blue car, which is fantastic. I just need to do exactly the same process now, okay, but to create a red car, pink car, whatever colour car you want. So you can just redraw it if you want to, or if you right hand click, you can duplicate the blue car. Okay, I'm going to change this then from blue car to red car. Alright, and if you just select the paint bucket tool, okay, you can change the colours on here. Just not picked it up for some reason. There we go. Oops. Oh, orange and red, what am I doing? Okay, so different lighter shade of red I think for my spoiler and my bumper. And there we go, that'll do. Okay, so I've got a red car and I've got a blue car. Okay, I need to think now about the stage. So the sprites are my characters, if you like. The stage is my background. Okay, so you can see over here that this is our stage. So if I click onto the stage, all right, so, okay, first of all, it's pulled up the editor for me, which is fantastic, which is what I want. Now I'm going to select the rectangle again. Okay, this time I'm going to select a green colour. Okay, because I'm going to have some grass, if you like. And for the outline, I'm going to select transparent, which is this button here. Okay, so if I just drag on, is it going to let me? There we go. Okay, just drag on a big rectangle all over that so that that becomes like the background colour of your stage, which is fantastic. Now, because it's going to be a racing car game, I'm going to select the brush tool. Okay, we can select a colour for my racing track. So I'm going to select a bit of a grey colour, I think. So not too dark. Yeah, about that would be alright. Okay, and you can change the brush size as well, so it's a bit thicker. Okay, because it is quite narrow at the minute. So I'm going to try 30, I think. You can see that's a little bit thicker. Probably still not thick enough for me, to be fair. Let's try 50. Alright, so there's 50. So I'm going to try and draw now a track. Okay, now again, I'm doing it quite quickly because I'm recording it. You can take your time. Okay, so just draw a racing track like so. Okay, make sure that it joins up. Fantastic. You could put different elements on it if you wanted to. You can put ponds, you can put spectators, whatever you want. But that's my basic track that's been created, my basic stage. Okay, so you can see that it's called Costume Backdrop 1. I'm just going to name that to Track 1. Okay, fantastic. All right, and then all that's left to do is to shrink these sprites. Okay, so if you just click on... Okay, so just change the size here. Right, so obviously it's 100%, I presume that's percent, I'm not quite sure. It's 100 at the minute, it's absolutely huge. I'm going to try 25. Alright, that's still a little bit big for that track, to be honest. So I think I'm going to try 10. Perfect. So do that for the red car as well. And that's great. So we've got ourselves ready and set up, okay, for our basic racing car game. So for the rest of today, okay, I'm really happy with that. For the rest of today, I'm more than happy for you now, okay, just to make sure that it's saved. So file save now, okay, and then if you go to Scratch, click on the logo, okay, click onto Explore and Games, and go and have a little play with any of these different games and see what other people have made. Brilliant. Have a lovely week.